Welcome back to CDT. It is your boy Ditto. The final review of the race car pass, the 2019 F1 car. That looks basically the same as the 2004 Formula 1 car, but let's gloss over that. 230 miles an hour. Probably going to be absolutely bonkers. And one thing, this is the first for the channel, comes as standard with race tyres. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's go over the specs. Make it look like a Formula 1 car team. So I think this is Scuderia AlphaTauri, Ferrari. This is Renault and Alpine. I don't know any of the others. It's hard to make it look exactly like one because there's no stickers. But, you know, that's cool. Black or white wheels, I don't mind. I go for white because the usual rule is dark grey wheels, make them black. Light grey wheels, make them white. However, I like breaking rules, so... And there's actually no interior customization, which is interesting, because you should be able to customize the helmet. I actually see the helmet in interior view, so... quite cool. Right, let's get into driving it. And drifting it. This could be good. It understeers a lot, however. A little bit too much angle. Yeah, I think it gets a bit too much angle on to be any good as a drift car, and then the back doesn't stop coming round until it's far too late. You can't take 90s in this corner. 90s, I mean 90-degree corners. I'm gonna quickly go and try a 180 because I know there's one up in the mountains. Get it up to not that much speed. Hello, that's my cat. Yeah, it just doesn't work like that either, though. If you hear oh, for God's sake. If you hear purring, it's one of my cats. Right, let's go and drive it in the city. I actually don't really care much how well it does in the city. I'm just going to do it because I have to. But the obvious place we're going to have to take it is... Ugh, you stink, Albus. Is, the circuit race. This is going to be interesting. I cannot fucking drive. Right, let's go city race. Oh, one quick thing while we're stationary. Oh, little bit here. That makes quite a nice noise. Not the best, sounds a little bit mid, but still makes a decent noise. Ooh. This handling is surprising. Gotta get it going at quite a high speed to get the handling really good. Like then. However, I took the corner too sharp and lost the back end. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, excuse my French. Cannot drive at all today. There we go. Finally getting into the gist of it. Put the pedal down. That's the accelerator, not the brake. A little bit of brakes through there just to not go wide. This could be a really good lap, actually. Oh, damn it, lost a bit of time there. Come on. Oh, no, come on. 35.3 is a really good time. So despite those minor mistakes, they're not really costly, but they will probably have added up to about a second there, which is actually quite costly. That was such a good lap time. I'm really surprised. And obviously it'll be even faster when we have racing upgrades, which I have on all of my cars now thanks to a late night grinding session a couple of days ago. Yep, thank you 2 times. Are you kidding me? Okay, slightly broke my game there. My bad. Skip past it if you want. Actually, no, don't skip past it because we have stuff to talk about. Today, we got a sneak peek from Foxy's Twitter. And I'm not going to dedicate a whole video to it. I don't think it's important to dedicate videos to sneak peeks, only mentioning them. It's a bridge to some mountains. All I want is, from this apparent bridge, it's going to be a map expansion or a new map. Hopefully a map expansion. Because I want the map to expand back to the original map. Because not only will that increase server sizes to 27, which is really big, the original map holds so much nostalgic bias for me. That's where I set my old YouTube channel. That's where I kickstarted my CDT journey. It has a brilliant mountain race. It has a decent circuit race. It has a proper off-road race. And it has lots of good events, like when we got the Porsche 917 and the Shelby Cobra, which I don't have. So yeah, hope it's the original map. Will be alright if it's not, but it'd just be nice. A Christmas present. Anyway, testing this car's high-speed handling. Well, it's a Formula 1 car, so it's handling really good at this. Oh god. I hit a bump. And that sort of kicked the back end of the car out. It goes exactly where you point it. Look at this. Ready? I am probably going to have to work with it a little bit more if I have an engine tune on it. At least strike that. I've done this race before with this car but tuned. You do have to work with it. Not at all. That's a lie. This car's actually really easy to drive. I was not expecting it to be this good. Probably because it just needs a little bit more power. So tuned, this car's actually slightly weedy. Especially since this car pass costs, what, 400 Robux? 5 quid? For 3 cars? Whew. Right. Up to the mountains. Right, disclaimer, let me get something straight. Do not confuse with this car with the Formula 2004, or the Formula 2012, or the Formula 1988. Yeah, they pretty much all look the same apart from the 1988. The McLaren MP8? McLaren MP, basically Ayrton Senna's car. So yeah, that's a nice little, oh! I took it slightly too, narrow. Oh! Yes, this is a nice little trick that some cars can do. If I just turn. It'll spin. Nice bit of air. Not actually much to report on. This car's cruising. It actually, oh god, yeah, that's a good point. Let's do the bump test. Handles really well, obviously. Just feels a little bit weedy power wise. I completely missed the bump. Didn't, however, miss the classic get up the hill. Oh, I am lagging. No, I'm not. No, I am. I'm really excited for this. You have a lot of long straights, which is where the acceleration won't be as much use. But you also have lots of corners, which is where the brakes. I haven't mentioned the brakes, but oh, look, it's got the little missile brake lights. But this car does have some pretty impressive brakes, just you don't really need them much. Ah. Yeah, sometimes it can lose grip. There we go. Just using slight dab of brakes to keep it in line. It's very nose heavy. Who'd have thought it? Especially since it's a mid-engine car and it's all about 50-50 weight distribution, perfect balance, poise, precision, P words. Ooh. Does anyone here remember when the town hall used to be, when the limited museum used to be a town hall? Sorry, my mind's still thinking, ooh, 121.7, especially with the spin-off. I'm impressed. Because spinning off the track like that loses time. Then climbing back up the mountain, that also loses time. And then still getting a 121.7 is extremely impressive. Now we get to go to the circuit race. This car is home. Just not quite yet, because we're going to do the oval first, because that's funny. Gotta do the oval. It's actually funny that this car comes with slick tyres. They're very nice. Wow! Look at the underneath. It's perfectly modelled. It's also hollow. Like my head. Bro, why does it look so funny with the carbon fibre just turning? It's like the old meme where you just have one thing rotating and a piece of music playing in the background. Just random. Right, apparently they've changed the settings on the oval. Basically, back in the old days, yesterday, it used to be that your acceleration would be nerfed massively over 200 miles an hour. I was on it in a tuned Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute yesterday. I mean today. 280 miles an hour just before a corner. Pretty terrifying, but fun. Speaking of terrifying but fun, this. Just needs a higher top speed. This is the problem I had with the F2004. It has gearing for corners, which means it doesn't have gearing for high-speed straights. So that's why I'm not really bothered as much. about the highway race and this race. It's more about the circuit. This is a downforce, braking, split second lap time car. Not a, hey, y'all want to go down and see some NASCAR? Yeah, it's not that, is it? It is fun, however. I'm enjoying it. It's very much a car you can learn to drive in. Yeah, alright, it's quite quick if you're new to the game, but because it just goes wherever you point it, it's great fun. Which results in a 16.8 in a standard Class 2 car. Admittedly, that Class 2 car does do 230 miles an hour, but a 16.8 still pretty impressive. Right, suck it. I genuinely cannot wait to see how good it is on the circuit. I hope it does not disappoint me. I doubt it will. I will, however, have a chance to try out a new shortcut I've been thinking of. However, I don't think it will work. Yeah, look at the way this car drives. Just slightly wide through the exit, brakes. This is a naturally... Oh no, I buggered up the line. It is quite long, however. Maybe a bit too long. But it makes up for that by stopping on its nose. Like, seriously. Why does the brakes have to be so good? These are brakes for... Oh yeah, it wouldn't work because of the checkpoint. I was going to try and use that side path there, but... Oh well. I keep buggering up this corner. I hate it. I have thought of some funny routes for circuits on this, though, which could be nice. Think like IndyCar, or... Oh, what's that other one? Daytona? Where they go through a racetrack and an oval? I don't know. Oh, why do I... My problem is, I'm not naturally... This is the thing with real life F1 cars and this. I'm naturally a normal car person, not an F1 car person. And because it's so much grippier and more it brakes better, but it has less power than some of the cars that brake like and handle like this. I brake too early, I turn in too early, which just causes havoc. Which has resulted in 38.6. Which is still fairly impressive. I'm just kidding, it isn't. It really isn't. That's because I crashed on all of them though. Anyway. Now we have the drag race. What? Why did it just randomly... Okay, never mind. Right. Wish I had better reverse gear. Like, kind of bikey in reverse, not gonna lie. I just like randomly revving the engine of some things. And then we're pretty much at the end of the review. And at the end of the review of the race car pass itself. Which is kind of sad, because I like this pack. And one of the reasons I like this pack is because of this brilliant, brilliant car. Like, really, really brilliant. 12149 is pretty impressive. As is this car itself. It is very impressive. It is extremely quick, stops on its nose, handles. Look at that. 160 miles an hour, handling like it's at 60. Perfect. Okay, maybe it doesn't handle street curbs too well, but who cares? So, thanks for watching. Would recommend you buy this race car pass. Or just save up and buy Jesco Absolute. Enjoy your day.